Hey everyone, today it's new weekly time. That's right. About to check on the pack. If you don't want to see it, skip ahead. Here we go. Yeah, so I looked at the pack for probably 30 seconds, 40 seconds before doing these first couple games. This is from my first session. It's my second game. Yeah, looking at the pack, it does not seem like there's a lot of scaling anymore. If you're familiar with the no pain, no gain weekly last week, I've taken a lot of that to my games and other packs, strategies from that pack. So it was a ton of fun. I see monkey and hippocampus as far as scaling go, orangutan, babusi. So there's definitely options. And then I see a lot of good battle units around, falcon, vulture, not a lot of summons for vulture. There's shark and pill, but it doesn't look like a lot of stuff to pill. And yeah, some strong tier 6s. But let's get into the game. So when I play weeklies early on, now that I've gotten a couple weeks where I've jumped into it right away under my belt, I realize you have a lot more creative freedom in early weekly games. If you get into the weekly pack late, you can still have a ton of fun, but there's a lot of the competitive pool is a lot higher, right? In the beginning here, I don't really know what's going on in the pack. I don't know what the builds are supposed to be, what the synergy is supposed to be, if it was designed a certain way or if it's random. I don't even know that. So we're just gonna take what presents itself. And I had a pied tamarin going, so I needed some trumpets. So the osprey works out perfect. And the babusi is always a great option. And we bring in the lucky cat to get the babusi buffs right now. And I think looking back at the tier 2s, I think lucky cat's a great option, even though there's no gingerbread to kind of cheese the triggers in battle. Lucky cat, if you can get it to level 2 quick, it's just going to be a big unit for your team that can carry you through that mid game, and then you can pivot to something else later on. So wasn't sure what direction this game was going to go. I was just keeping an eye out for level ups. You know, I saw the badger and brought it in, but then I immediately rolled into 2 woodpeckers and I said, all right, well, I guess that's happening. I had 3 tier 3s at that point, so I didn't want to spread out the babusi buff. So I sold the osprey. Luckily, the babusi hit the woodpecker. If the babusi did not hit the woodpecker and hit the badger, then it's probably going to be a full badger game, right? So we level up into Kraken, and I immediately have the thought, we've all played woodpecker games, right? We've all done certain shenanigans with woodpeckers. It's a lot of fun. And you don't even have to create a full synergy team with it. A lot of times just like a woodpecker with a pineapple is gonna do you a lot of good. But I immediately think, hey, this Kraken's gonna be my only tier 4, or if I leave it as my only tier 4, force the babusi buffs onto it, I can push the attack higher than the woodpecker, so then the Kraken is going to trigger before the woodpecker, and hopefully I just wipe their whole front line at the very start of the battle. And with things like a vulture or a badger, I didn't know what was going to stay on my team long term. Maybe with a vulture or a badger, never mind, vulture and badger are gone. So the thought was kill their front line, and can we get something to maybe kill their back line? And you saw the hippocampus come in to help with the buffs. Luckily, the babusi did not hit the hippocampus there. It hit the Kraken. So that was huge. The Kraken is almost higher than the woodpecker now. So our build is almost there. And yeah, going back to the point of building the team, we wanted to kill the front line and have something for the back line as well. And they're going to be weak. So if we're reducing their health, let's just put a little crispy boys on them and see if we can kill their backline that way. And maybe we wipe the whole team. So you see we have a tiger frozen. It could not have lined up any better. So the babusi or the hippocampus can stay. We can get rid of one scaler, bring the tiger in, and we can either tiger the dragon to get another crisp, we can tiger the Kraken to make sure their health is going down, or we can tiger the woodpecker, right, to get more shots. There's so many options you can do with the tiger when you have teams built like this. I love it. So the pineapple goes on the woodpecker. And it's turn 10. The Babosi would not buff the tiger until turn 11. So I think I'm just holding out just to kind of see what happens. I see a red dragon here. Like Woodpecker and red dragon are level 2. I want to level Kraken, and I'm going to want to level this tiger when I bring it in. So I'm not too concerned with spending 9 gold to push stuff to level 3. It's a lot, but I don't believe we take this red dragon in the end. And I just want to make note of that now because I think I unfreeze it, I think I roll it, and I think I regret that later. I just wanted to note that now. So we have 3 lives, turn 11, 5 wins. So the game is going to go on for a good amount more. We get rid of the Babosi. Bring in the tiger. Sorry, we're going to speed this up a little bit. It's a great game, so I wanted to fully analyze at the beginning of the weekly too how I played it. So yeah, red dragon, unfrozen, freeze the Kraken. So I decided, you know what? Kraken level 3 is probably the best thing I could get, right? Because Kraken level 3 could possibly kill this rootling. Kraken level 3 would kill this monkey with the crisp. You see the crisp? Kill the monkey back there? So that's the whole idea, is get stuff to die on that first attack when the crisp goes off. So the hippocampus is kind of awkward in this pack. You kind of need like monkey or babosi to help with the hippocampus triggers, because otherwise you're just left with pears and oranges and pretzels to get the triggers, which is fine. It still works decent, but I'd much rather just have a monkey than a hippocampus on my team if I'm just rolling for food to trigger it. So it's kind of awkward, but I'm not too worried at scaling at this point. Future spoiler for future videos, something I've been trying to do in packs is you basically get a team set up like this and you're not too close to finishing the game, right? There's still gonna be 4 or 5 rounds left in the game, and you have a really strong synergy going, and you just say, you know what, I'm gonna do away with all scaling. I'm just gonna go all in on the synergy, all in on equipment, hope I don't get hard countered, right? If you get countered, sometimes you can get through it if you have the right level, right? Everything's level 2 and 3 of a crazy synergy. Let's see at the beginning of this battle real quick, interrupt it. So we almost killed their front line. Almost killed their back line. It's close. Why do they have a middle vulture? Oh, they're doing a setup for something later. You're on 1 heart, man. I hope you get there. So yeah, future spoiler for that, where we basically get a good synergy going. I actually do it in the turtle pack with snipe teams. I get snipe teams going, and I think I have like a level 1 monkey there, turn 9. Just for a couple rounds, and then I just get rid of it and I say, you know what, can this team survive 5 or 6 more rounds with no scaling at all, right? Just let the snipes go off and hope for the best. Ooh, here's a good team right here. This is a really strong team. I don't think we're getting through this. Yeah, we don't kill anything, so probably not. See how close it is? Oh man, they're so weak. I think if we get that Kraken 3, Chili Kraken, and just more stats on the Kraken, like I explained with getting the hippocampus triggers, the only scaling we can get is really with those food buffs. There it is. The one time I didn't slow it down. 1 health win. Oh my gosh. We'll slow down the next one. That was crazy. Oh, the orange is hitting the hippocampus. So the chocolate gives him health technically, so he should get a hippocampus trigger. I don't like that. You should change that. Alright, let's see what we get here. Oh, it's a Leviathan team. I don't think we weaken them enough. Oh, we killed 1 fish. Is this gonna be strong enough? I wanted to note the cherry I put on for the golden retriever as well. Put that on I think a round or 2 ago, just because I had 3 gold left in turn. And typically when I have 3 gold left in a turn, I'll just roll it down. And that's because, and I say I greed it, and that's because I typically have good scaling set on the team, right? So I don't need it. But in that case, I took that cherry because I thought, you know what? I might need this. So we're at 9 wins. It's turn 17, so it's late, but we're early in the weekly, so we don't have to worry about the crazy crazy strong teams. But yeah, let's get rid of our scaler. Let's get another crispy boy going. Let's see what we get. So it's another woodpecker team. They have level 3 pecker with level 3 tiger. So one of their triggers is gonna kill their wolverine. And they have level 2 kraken. This is hilarious. They have double level 2 kraken. So this is like what you would think is the ultimate woodpecker meta that we're going up against right here, right? And you can already see our triggers went off before theirs because we have more health, right? Their triggers are about to go off. But you can already see, I mean, we absolutely wiped the floor with them. I don't even think their krakens needed to go off to reduce their health, right? They have absolutely no stats. So this is the example I was saying of teams that hold up with no scaling. Sometimes you need a little bit of scaling and then you do away with it, right? This kraken got pretty big. So let's see what their snipes do, if it's gonna be a draw or what. Yeah, everybody down to 1 pretty much, except the kraken. Everybody's dead. And what do you know? The 3 gold we spent on that cherry. So never underestimate I'm guessing that was like a turn 13, turn 14 cherry. Never underestimate those late turns. You have 3 gold left. Toss a honey pot on something. Toss a cherry on something. Toss a fig on something. You never know if it's going to make the difference in the game. Yeah, we could have drawn that game. Could have gone on and won another one, but you never know. We could have gotten the bad RNG matchup. Could have gone against a hard counter. And we could have lost. So I honestly think this is the strongest woodpecker team you can pretty much get in this weekly. I think I got it out of the gate, so I'll probably stay away from the woodpecker shenanigans going forward, try to do some other fun stuff in the weekly. Obviously, there's chicken, I think, in the pack, so you can scale a shop to 50-50 and get a 50-50 woodpecker team. That's obviously stronger than this, right? But we talked about the whole scaling deal. It's fun to push it with kind of a medium amount of scaling, do away with it at a certain point. Anyway, I'm rambling at this point. I hope you all enjoyed. If you stuck around this long, I really do appreciate it. I'm working on improving things. I got a little better microphone setup. I'm trying to dial it in, working through some hiccups. So I appreciate all the support. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a fantastic day. We'll catch you in the next one.